Welcome to A Funny Thing Called Business. We are 4 business owners with over 50 years collective experience under our belts, sharing the capers and triumphs of running a small business and how we now avoid perilous customer chaos and pitfalls. I'm Clare Worley from Metaphor Business Coaching. We also have
Darren Langley from Gravitas Web Design.
Kate Curry from Kudos Creative.
Pete Morgan from Monkey Pants Productions.
Excellent, ladies and gents. So today we are talking about, we're talking about me.
Isn't that what we've been doing for 60 odd episodes?
Unintentionally. Yeah. We're talking about me and the big decision that I have made in January to take a sabbatical. So this episode is about taking a sabbatical and what's been behind the decision and how I've gone about it and what's next for me. And obviously, guys, I'm also interested in you as to what steps you would have to take for a sabbatical. But first of all, let's talk about me. Yeah. So this is my last episode on A Funny Thing Called Business for now, or who knows. So what questions have you got for me?
Well, I guess the big question is, what prompted your decision to take a sabbatical? Why do you want to leave us in the lurch?
Well, I guess I have been thinking about it throughout 2025. I think I've just turned 50 yesterday, and I think that was kind of creeping up on me. And it's a massive milestone, or it feels like a massive milestone to me.
Yeah.
Halfway to 100, I'm definitely, hopefully I'm on the coming down of that hill, because I don't want to live to 100. Or maybe I do, I don't know. Yeah. So, that has been a big thing for me, turning 50. I've been here before with making a big decision of changing careers. And I think there's some part of me that feels like there is something else for me.
Yeah.
But I just don't know what that is. And I've said I've never taken maternity leave despite having 2 children. And it just feels like the perfect time to take a step back and have no plans. Because everything in my life, and I really didn't think about this until, planning the sabbatical, every single thing in my life has been really planned out.
So you're either going to love it or hate it.
Yeah. But so far, I've got a handful of clients that I will fulfil my commitment to, the coaching program. And, I've got a couple of meetings. This is my last podcast. But so far, I feel really good about it. I feel really good.
Yeah. Well, the rest of us are going like, sabbaticals are starting to sound really interesting.
You mean we can take a sabbatical?
So let me ask you guys, what steps would you have to put in place in order to take, let's say it's a 3, 6 or 12 month sabbatical. What would you need to do?
Easy. Bankruptcy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the thing and I don't want to say things now and you'd be like, not considered that. Oh my God, what a terrible mistake.
Now you can say anything.
Because I think the thing that would be in my mind is if I thought, right, I'm going to wind down the business, so there's no, there's no clients, and then I'm going to take so many months or however long off and then come back. It's that absolute kind of cold start that I think that is the fear that would be like, yeah, I can't. I could not take on any new clients and just naturally let these clients just work themselves out. But I don't think I could.
It's funny though, Pete, because when I first thought about a sabbatical, it was leaving me like really cold.
Right.
And oh my God, I can't do it. I just can't. That thought of, just winding down clients, I was like, oh my God, no, that sounds horrific to me. But then, as time went on, I tried not to put any pressure on a decision. And then as time went on, I was like, right, let's get 2 pieces of paper and a journal. One side said, what do I need to do if I take a sabbatical? And the other side said, what do I need to do if I want to continue growing the business? And the left-hand side grew and grew, and the right-hand side was just like, I just didn't feel anything in there. And I was like, there's my decision starting to take shape. And then once I'd got all the left-hand side full, I was like, okay, I can start taking a few of these steps. And then I was just like, I know that is absolutely what I'm going to do.
The great thing about how you've set your business up, though, is that you could just pick it back up at any point, because all the work you've done in your business is all the processes, all the programs, all the resources, it's all there ready to go again. So it's like that kind of reduces the risk a little bit, do you think?
But surely,
if you ever wanted to go back.
Surely, employed team members aside, aren't we all in that position?
Yeah.
Probably
not as good as you, though.
Like I say, my thing is the knowledge that you have and the advice that you give is, if you, let's say you took a sabbatical for 2 years, when you came back, 99% of that advice would still work. And I think certainly for Darren and myself in the industries that we work in, if we went away for 2 years and came back, 99% of the thing we left 2 years ago would be obsolete.
I don't know, I'm not sure about that, because I think the business landscape, coaching landscape, it hasn't changed and won't change.
Yeah.
But business landscape is evolving so quickly that, I'll have one side, but the other side, there'll likely be gaps, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I did meet somebody recently who had kind of put their business to one side, and then they recently came back and restarted the business. I mean, I didn't notice they'd been away, but when they came back and said, oh yeah, I'm restarting the business, I thought, well, I assume you've been in prison.
I am not going to prison.
So yes, let's get that out there first. Whatever happened to that Clare? She's doing a stretch.
I don't know, but she's got a tear tattooed on her face now.
So I think the main thing that you guys are referring to is about having that standard operating procedure, as in you've got all your processes in place.
Yeah.
But I haven't had all of that to the nth degree in place. There's been gaps. I think, if anyone is thinking about having a sabbatical, it's not to make any decisions quickly. It's just to, just do what I did and start jotting down some ideas and thoughts as to what would need to put in place in order to take that step away. And really, it just helps drive efficiencies anyway, even just that list of what needs to be done.
Yeah.
You said putting employees aside, but do you think it would be easier for somebody in a business that has the SOPs in place, has employees, to take a step back as the...
Definitely.
And just let it run itself?
Yeah. I think we are so full of ego, thinking that we are irreplaceable and people can't do it as well as me. And I think even I was guilty of that, because, Kate, you said to me, I think you should write a journal of your journey of it. And at first I was like, oh God, no, I don't want to do that, because that's planning. But I have started to do that, just jotting down ideas. And I recognise that when I first was sharing it, I thought everyone was going to go, oh my God, you can't leave. And I was really worried about people's reactions, and I felt guilty.
Yeah.
But then everyone was just like, oh my God, that's brilliant. Good for you. And I'd do the same if I was, I was able to.
But secretly we were thinking, no!
So I do think, things. It's like when you've left a job behind, and you think your boss is going to go, no, you can't leave. And of course, you step out of that job, and the business carries on just in the same way as it did before. We are all completely replaceable.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the things about running businesses. you know, we all talk about starting a business and that kind of thing, and the excitement and all of the challenges and opportunities. But the other end of it, coming out of the business, either one way or another, taking a sabbatical, retiring, whatever it might be, that decision just looks so much harder to make when you're running the business for that exact reason, isn't it? Because but if it was a job, you'd chop and change as and when. You just hand in your notice, and a month later you're out the door. Yeah,
I think we all think these things are way harder than they actually are, but ultimately it's writing a resignation letter and it's sending an email to everybody you know saying this is what's going to happen. It's so easy.
Yeah.
Did you write a formal resignation letter to yourself and say, like...
Well, I did...
Page one of the journal.
One of the steps was writing the email to my existing clients, letting them know, but with not the thought of sending it. It was just writing it out and see what it looked like, and I sat on it for a few days, then I was like, no, it's the right thing.
Yeah. So how did you feel once you'd done that, sort of click send and that decision's been made? And one of your sort of questions back at you, what have you sort of learned about yourself now you've gone through that process and made that physically made the choice and told people that you're taking a sabbatical?
When I sent the emails, because I did about 5 to different groups, and as soon as I sent the emails, I did just go Sutton Park, left my phone at home, went for a walk, couple of hours, and then I came back, and I just came back to a load of really positive, happy messages of people, you know, saying how much I deserved it, and, you know, what a wonderful thing to be able to do. And I was just like, yes, it is. It is a wonderful thing to be able to do. So I think the thing that I've learned is that if you put all the right plans in place, then you can make anything happen. And it feels very simple. I mean, speak to me again in 3 months' time, you know, when I'll tell you what I did as well. I've just deleted the LinkedIn app off my phone. And that felt good.
Wow.
That felt great, and I've just like updated my LinkedIn profile to, you know, business coach on sabbatical, and it just all feels so good.
But if you do like decide to come back to it, you'll come back with totally fresh eyes, won't you, and completely renewed energy to it, and it might well be something completely different when you do decide to sort of pick it back up again. Yeah,
all I know in it all is I love coaching because, you know, even conversations that I've had post-decision, I want to coach people. I want to help people make decisions much more easily. So I know that is definitely in me like a stick of rock. And I love business. You know, I was having a pedicure done, and, you know, was speaking to the business owner, and she got all these exciting plans. And I was like, oh my God, you could do this and you could do that. So those two things I love. So I know, you know, if and when I do come back, I'm sure it will be including.
I love that you're just going to scratch your coaching itch with whoever you come across.
Yeah.
What are you doing with my toes?
Watch
out.
Watch out.
She'll be the best business coach in that prison. So, again, to use one of your questions right back at you, what is the biggest challenge you've got right now about the sabbatical and the process of kind of putting it in place?
Probably making no plans.
That's so... It's such an antithesis of you.
Yeah, but do you know what? Until I've, you know, made this decision, you know, I always knew I liked planning, but now I'm like, Jesus Christ, everything I have done probably since I was about 13, 14 has always involved a plan.
Yeah.
And I've always had lots of jobs. You know, at 14, I had 3 jobs. Throughout university, I had jobs. I went straight into a job from uni. And I've always had, like, big jobs as well, you know, like, been quite stressful.
I'm
Not
so,
big jobbies.
I'm so
Not big
childish. I'm so childish, I can't help it.
Me too, not
That's
big
going to be the
jobbies.
clip.
Yeah, exactly.
Clip it up.
Not big jobbies, big jobs. You know, I've always put my all into them and always been thinking about what's next. So now to have no plans feels weird, but it also feels really good.
Have you kind of got a definite date? Is there a definite, that is the last work thing I do?
Well, May is my last client appointment. And obviously next month is the last Metaphor Mastermind. So, you know, there's very few things that will be in my diary. My diary's just open on Tuesdays. But there will be, you know, only 5 hours tops worth of work over the next 3 months, a month.
Wow.
As opposed to, you know.
So is this like when you've handed your resignation in or you handed your notice in and you're thinking, let's just mark time now, shall we?
Well, other than my client appointments, there isn't anything for me to do. I will be shouting about the mastermind group next month because I want to invite as many people along as possible. But, you know, I'm going on holiday tonight, and when I get back, I'll just be like, right, shall I do today then? I won't be signing up for any art classes or, you know, I already do yoga and learn the piano, so I won't be signing up for anything else. That would be my danger of going, I'll just do this.
Because that's the thing I'm interested in, is have you put any kind of rules in place for the sabbatical? Is there anything that's like, I want to do this, I definitely don't want to do that?
Don't book up for anything that is a recurring thing.
Right.
Like when I started learning the piano, you know, I'm now 10 years in and I have a piano lesson every week. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, once I'm in, I'm fully committed.
Yeah.
So I won't be putting anything in my diary that commits me every such and such. You know, I'll just be, I might turn up, I might not. I'm just being breezy. So it's really, I'm making no plans.
Wow, that's great. So aside from the holidays, the yoga, the pedicures, the day release, what's the silver linings then? What other silver linings do you have? What's the positives that you take?
Well, I feel very fortunate that financially I'm able to make this decision.
Yeah.
Because that's a big thing. But ultimately, I've put the things in place to make sure that I'm financially able to make this decision. So, you know, the silver linings are about other people, not about myself. It's all about, you know, throughout my business, I have coached people to, if you want to do something, then just do it or don't do it. So this is me really practicing what I preach. You know, I wanted to take a sabbatical. I wanted to take some time out of my business. So I'm bloody well doing it. I'm not talking about it. I'm doing it. And everybody else could do the same. Don't ever feel like you're trapped somewhere on a hamster wheel that
That's
you don't
the
want
big
to
thing,
be.
isn't it? I mean, the money side of it is definitely probably the biggest stumbling block.
huge.
I mean, it's funny how you announced that you were having a sabbatical the day after that big bank robbery.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, that's surely coincidence, I'm sure.
By the by.
But
That's what's
gonna
leading
be-
to prison.
Yeah, exactly. It all makes sense now.
They just can't find the money.
And this so-called holiday you're going on. Is that
Exactly.
fleeing the country.
Whatever.
But I think it's a big decision and it's a brave one.
Do you think it's just like change? Like people, like as humans, we don't like change, do we, in our lives? And this is a big change for you. And that could be like, oh, my business is my thing. It's what I do every day. To lose that, it was almost like losing it like your crutch or something, you know. And all of a sudden you're like a little bit at sea. Wow, what happens now?
Yeah.
It's a big, big thing, isn't it? But I actually really love change. Sometimes the idea of it can be a bit like,
Yeah.
But it's like we're leaving our office space and we're going to just work from different places to get more inspired. And, you know, let's find different places to work. We can meet new people and have new experiences and learn new things and, you know. And I just think that's a real positive thing. And I feel really excited about your sabbatical.
Yeah, I do.
We're all going to be following you, watching closely. Like, oh, how's this no planning thing going? Let's see. But I think it's a really, really exciting thing. And who knows what will happen and the people you'll meet and the things that will happen to you in that time.
Exactly. That's what I feel most excited about, that really I can be open to any opportunities. And I can really just take my time thinking about, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have some moments of, oh my God, there are no opportunities coming up. But at the same time, that's not in my belief system. I do think if there's something different meant for me, then that something different will show itself. And change is really scary, but things are always changing anyway. So this is me being in control of the change.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, change is the only thing you can rely on.
Yeah.
That's
the only constant, isn't
except
it?
from vending machines.
Yeah.
Of course.
I think as one final thought, when I was starting to make this decision, I was really nervous because I think I've said to some of you before, my business is so entwined with my self-worth because my business is like, it's been 19 years this year. This is what I do. This is who I am. But I think, I've done some coaching last year to kind of help me separate the two things because my business isn't my self-worth. That they are not interlinked.
It's like when your kids leave home, it's just like, I don't have my purpose anymore.
Yeah.
Or Darren lets his out of the cupboard.
Well,
you've just got a different purpose. You've just got something different.
Yeah.
You see, well, at least Darren has a cupboard. That's, a space he can use there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good. Excellent. Well, listen, Clare, it goes without saying, obviously, because, if kind of the complete truth is being told, this podcast was your idea. Back in 2019, was it? Yes, when we first started talking about it, and 2020 was when we started it. I think it is 6 years.
Yeah.
So we've got to thank you for that because the four of us never really got on before we did the podcast, and obviously, certainly the three of us have our business and personal lives have been affected by you in different and fabulous ways. So we've got to thank you for that as well.
Thank you.
Just to say, obviously, the podcast continues. We will be back next month. But for the moment, would you like to do the outro one last time?
I would love to do the outro one last time.
I'm just trying to think if we had a snort.
Oh, there was one really early on.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I don't know if we caught it.
Wedge one in there, please.
Try and get one in, yeah.
I don't think I can do it all.
Oh, yeah, you're not a performing monkey. Come on now.
So, for all our lovely listeners, please share, subscribe and review so our fellow business owners can enjoy, be inspired and always keep focused on the fun side of business too. Yay! I feel like Daddy Pig doing it like that.
This has been a Monkey Pants Productions podcast.